in that episode.
What episode was that?
I don't remember the name of that episode.
It's just a name that they put that you never see.
We're not marketing movies here. We don't need to come up with a sellable title.
Fans somehow find out what the episode titles are.
It's like a clue to what the story's going to be about.
So the title episodes were just for crew working on the show so they would know which episode they were referring to.
You get the privilege of naming your own.
So we can be as obscure as we want to be.
Emasculata.
Humbug. Tessa dos Bichos.
Anasazi.
Leonard Betts.
War of the Caprophages.
The Hand of Urwitz. Blood.
731 or
DPO. You know, it's sort of a word play, and it's sort of a way to sort of find a concise but elliptical description of what the story is about.
The more obscure and clever, the better.
I'm an inveterate reader of the dictionary.
In one breath. No, it wasn't one breath. It was Anastasia. No.
The X-Files, 5 nights a week, only on FX.
John Bartley, and I was director of photography on The X-Files for 3 seasons.
Emmy Award-winning cinematographer John Bartley. He was known as the Prince of Darkness for many years.
The whole idea was not to show the audience too much. Knowing there's something there, but you don't know what it is. One of our biggest challenges was using the xenon flashlights and actually lighting with them. So I would give the actors the flashlights and say, here, use these. But they actually had to light each other with them. They'd point them at each other's chests or do something so that the light got on their faces. Because they could see each other, they didn't think they needed to do that. So they would just keep dropping the flashlights down so they pointed at the ground. You know, so you gotta hold the flashlight up. Even though we had this big 45-foot trailer load of lighting equipment, sometimes we'd light a scene with a couple of practicals. And light up the walls and the sets. But Gillian and David put so much into the show. And I think people watch the show for them.
The X-Files, 5 nights a week, only on FX.
I'm Jaap Broker, and I'm David Duchovny's stand-in. And I also played the stupendous Jaapie, and Clive Brookman and Jose Chang. I was standing on the set, and Darren Morgan came up to me and he says, I'm going to write a part for you. I know you will. I can see your future. Actually, he based the speech pattern and the character totally on me. Is this actual footage of the alien autopsy, or simply a well-made hoax? Clive Brookman, I thought was my favorite, because I was let loose. Please, leave this room.
I'm part of this investigation.
You give off negative energy.
I can assure you, Mr. Yappy, I'm a believer in psychic ability.
So you say with your mouth. But your thoughts tell me the truth. I am psychic in a lot of ways, but not for other people, for myself. It's gone. I lost the vision.
The X-Files, 5 nights a week, only on FX.
Jack, what is that thing?
How the hell should I know?
This is Lord Kinbot.
And he was the one-eyed behemoth.
From the Inner Earth.
It was kind of an homage to those Harryhausen stop-motion monsters.
We're all big admirers of his work.
We really didn't have time to do a real stop-motion puppet, so we put a guy in a suit.
Toby, our special effects makeup guy, he said, we need a big guy and we want to do it.
This is the mask that Tony Morelli actually wore.
They put a cup to hold the eyepiece.
Eye movement that's servo-activated.
It was digging in.
Very tolerant individual.
Boy, is he a trooper.
It was like one of those torture things.
About 1.5 foot stilts, so he ended up standing about 7.5 feet tall.
It's amazing he kept his balance.
That's how you walked, on your tiptoes.
Which was insane, but I think it actually lent a lot to his movement. Matt Beck, the visual effects supervisor, edited it together nicely to give it a real stop-motion feel.
By varying the camera speed and playing with the shutter, we were able to make it look like it was a badly done puppet.
The X-Files, 5 nights a week, only on FX.
I've written or co-written 13 episodes.
I've been part of about 23 episodes, I think, 20 or 23.
I have no idea where these ideas come from.
They come from all over the place.
Long, anxious periods.
Like brainstorming.
Doing research.
In the bathroom.
Or you read something in a book.
Try to find things that
scare me. You draw from the news.
Some of them just come to you.
Character needs something.
Give me the puzzle.
We'll spend a lot of hours just kicking things around.
You find yourself looking at like ceiling fans and saying, what happened if that
turned into something scary? One of the things Chris has opened me up to is
is pushing and keep searching, and if you squeeze your brain hard enough, something good will come out, and it's very true. It just takes a lot of time.
It's just the kind of challenge they're looking for.
The X-Files, 5 nights a week, only on FX.
My name is Robert Wisden. I played Robert Patrick Modell, a.k.a. The Pusher.
Cerulean is a gentle breeze. Cerulean.
The tumor that he's got gives him this ability to push people around.
Modell psyched the guy out. He put the whammy on him.
I think he targets Mulder because...
You're a top criminal profiler.
Modell's last known employment was as a convenience store clerk.
He's a 39-year-old slacker. He's constantly drinking Boost or eating those carbo bars to replace the energy that he loses when he's pushing people. I think we changed the carbo bars 3 times because I just simply couldn't eat them. They were so bad.
There was a bit of controversy at the end of Pusher. As scripted, it's a scene where they play Russian roulette.
Your turn.
Standards and practices said you can't show Russian roulette.
Mulder, no.
Mulder, yes.
One thing led to another, they finally let us do it.
Pull the trigger, Mulder.
No! The X-Files, 5 nights a week, only on FX.
Hi, I'm Lizanne Collette. I'm one of the owners of Edible Planet Catering, and we're working on X-Files.
My name's Aura Crutcher, and I provide craft service.
I didn't know the room service.
Craft service is refreshments throughout the day.
On this show, we feed about 130 people a day. This is a fresh snapper.
It ain't no bass.
David has a passion for...
Mango, kiwi, tropical swirl.
Jillian likes.
Thank you.
A lot of fresh fruit, vegetables.
Greek one day, an Italian one the other day.
Chocolate in the afternoon.
Had too much sugar.
I can go through 10 cases of bottled water a day.
Drink some of that. You haven't had any water in over 36 hours.
I go through a lot of food. I do a huge shop on Sundays.
Maybe she spends her day shopping.
In the middle of the night sometimes. Weekly shopping bill, I don't know, $2,500.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
The X-Files, 5 nights a week, only on FX.
My name's Pat Barry. I'm one of the script supervisors on the X-Files. Most important things to keep continuity with regards to what people are doing in a scene. When they walk across the room, you mark the dialogue, when they started moving, when they picked up a prop. You'll start doing takes and takes. You know, after take 10, it just gets confusing. And I make sure that they have all the dialogue right. David is incredible. We were just about to shoot a scene, and they said rewrites are coming. It was like 2 pages of all new dialogue. You give him 10 minutes, and he'll know it.
Why is this so hard to believe? When the accepted discovery of life off this planet is on the front page of every newspaper around the world?
If there's a funny line, every take you might be saying a different funny line and see what works.
Scout's honor.
And then you write all those notes down, and the editors get all the film and all the notes, and then they know what we've shot all day. It's that tough.
The X-Files, 5 nights a week, only on FX.